So in this video, I'm going to be attempting to explain what a Linux distribution is. Let me crack this bad boy open here. So a Linux distribution, or distro for short, is an installable type of computer operating system that is Linux-based or based on the Linux kernel. So what does that mean? It basically means that it's an operating system, and we went over what an operating system is. It's a type of operating system that has the kernel. Specifically, the kernel is based based on the Linux kernel. Examples of Linux distributions would be like things like Linux Mint, Ubuntu, Arch Linux, Pop OS, Fedora, and others. And so, that's what a Linux distribution is. Linux, the Linux just makes the kernel, the Linux kernel. The Linux kernel then gets implemented in many, many, many different operating systems. For example, the Linux distro tree. List of Linux distributions. So there are many, many, many different types of Linux distributions. So as you can see right here, see that there are quite a lot, and those are mostly based off of Debian. And then you have the SLS and the Slackware and so on and so forth. And these types, what people do is they download the Linux kernel, and then they actually, make their own kernel. Any guy, any guy can make his own operating system, not his own kernel, but they download the Linux kernel, and then they actually make their own operating system. So any guy can make their own operating system. Most of these, however, are made by usually groups of people, groups of people for free software. Anyway, so I hope that explains what a Linux kernel is, what a Linux distribution is, and if you guys like these videos, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and help the channel out. Thank you.